Llama myself. Hold on. Oh god, he's shooting rockets. This guy's shooting rockets. Whoa! You're actually insane. I'm gonna kidnap him. Never mind, he's gonna kidnap me! Yo, what's up guys? So today I'm finally gonna do the most highly requested video on my channel. How to edit like CEEDAY part 2. So I know it's really annoying when you click on a video and people take forever to get started, so I'm just gonna start right now. So obviously the first thing you need to do is have SHAREfactory downloaded. If you don't, then you should probably go watch part 1 because it's a little more of a beginner's tutorial, and this is gonna be a little more advanced. It's not going to be hard to learn, but it's just a lot of features that a lot of people don't know about. And yeah, I'm not really going to be showing the methods on how to put these things together and stuff. I'm going to show you where you can find them, and then you can use them freely. So you want to start a project. You can use any theme you want. It really doesn't matter. Obviously, you want to select your clips. Okay, so I got my clip here. So again, if it seems like I'm going a little too fast, you should go watch my first video because it's way more simple and it teaches you the basics of how to use things and where to find them, and eventually you'll be really fast at it. So I'm just going to use this clip that I already used in a video. I'm going to start it here. So you want to split the clip, and then you want to delete everything to the left, and then I'll just show you what my clip is going to start as, and then I'll show you what it's going to end as. Llama myself. Hold on. Oh god, he's shooting rockets. This guy's shooting rockets at me from a bow. That's what this game has become. Okay, so as you can see, that wasn't very funny, but I can make something really funny out of it. So Llama myself. As you can see, I zoomed in with my sniper here, so I'm gonna add music, and I have a lot of sound effects downloaded. If you don't know how to use a USB, then I'm sorry, I cannot show you how to do that. Not only because I'm just not going to, but my computer is broken, so I literally can't show you how to add sound effects with a USB. But there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube on how to add these. So yeah, I'm just gonna add this sound effects pack. So the sound effect packs has a lot of things like default dance, so I'm just gonna find the one that sounds like it would go good with him coming in. So if I go over here, I'm gonna use this sound effect right here.
Hey boss.
Okay, so hey boss. So I can split the clip of the music, and then I can delete all the music over here, and then I can click circle and then square and then move music, and then I'll just move the beginning of the clip to whenever I zoom on him with the sniper. So right about there, and then when I zoom in, this will happen. I'm on myself.
Hey boss.
Okay, so that's pretty good, and then I can split the clip right there and delete everything right of this. Now what I can do is, now that I've got the music right there, I can click X to split the clip, and then as you can see, it'll zoom in, or no, not yet, but if I click square to edit, always remember X is to add and square is to edit. So if I click X, it'll add transition, add layout. If I click square, everything is a way to edit something. So if I click pen and zoom, I can zoom in on him, and there's that. So I'm on myself.
Hey boss.
So that's like actually already pretty good, but we're gonna add a lot more. So if I could add a track 2. Obviously, something that sucks is you can't add music over music, but you can add track 2 over music. So music, and you can add music and then render the clip, and then you can add music over that. But right now I'm just gonna add some music over here, my green screen effects. I'll show you that in a minute. So, okay, so I got the clip that I'm gonna use right here. This is just a sound effect pack that I accidentally downloaded as an MP4. I wanted it to be MP3, but I guess it's okay. I can do sound effects over sound effects without rendering it. But if I go to the end, so I'll do the Mission Impossible flute fail. So if I just go to the beginning of that part, then I can just split the clip there and delete everything here, and then I can take this all the way back. Right here, what will happen is this. Llama myself. Hold on. Oh god, he's shooting rockets. Okay, so as you can see, it's in the top right, which you don't want. So what you want to do is click square, edit track 2, and then square again. Or no, my bad. You want to click triangle, and then X, and then you want to click on cutout, and then you click square to edit that, and then you go over to settings, and then you put the radius and the feathering all the way down to 0, and then there'll just be nothing there. So now it'll just be like music. Oh god, he's shooting rockets. So that's pretty good right there. And what I can do again is I'll add another sound effect. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to add a sound effect because you already know how to add a sound effect just from this. But what I can show you is a green screen now. So if I go to add track 2, I have to delete all this first actually. And then if I wanted to add, say like Donald Trump shooting a gun, because that's the first one here. As you can see, it'll be like that, but what I can do is I'll just split it right there and delete all this. Like I said, I'm not going to show you how to do these things in order. I'm just going to show you how to do them, and then you can use them freely your own way. So now that I have the track 2, I'm going to go back and I'm going to click triangle to edit this clip, and then I'm going to click X and then green screen. And then as you can see, it's already like kind of okay, but there's still a green outline around him because those black and white squares behind it, all that is transparent. So I'll click square on this, and then I'll go to settings, and then I can bring the tolerance down to get rid of that green, and feathering all the way up. Normally you kind of want to just bring tolerance and feathering all the way up, but it kind of depends if your green screen has something green on it, because if his shirt was green, then it would just be like a floating head and be weird, so you'd want to bring like the tolerance and the feathering down, but now I don't have that, so that'll be good. And then as you can see, it'll look like this. And he's on the top right, so if you don't want that, what you can do is square to edit, go to edit track 2, and then you can click square to edit that clip, and then you can click pip layouts, and you could choose any of these things. I'm just gonna go with full screen for now, and because that's what you would typically want to use. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I'll show you one more green screen because there's a lot of things that people use for green screens that you don't typically think of as it being a green screen, like the wasted from GTA. I can do that with my green screen, so I'm not exactly sure where that is in here, but like I can do this guy dancing over the screen. I can do this guy. I can do that. I can do that. See, there's a lot of things that you can do. PewDiePie crying, PewDiePie. To be continued. See, all of those memes, you know them as soon as you see them, and you can put that over your screen, which is cool. Okay, so I just put my other sound effect pack in, and I'm gonna show you one other cool thing that you can just add in. You can put a victory royale over your screen, so it looks like you won or something if you want. Yeah, there's mission failed. So if I do this, I'll just start it there, and then I'll move this back, and then I'll click triangle, X, green screen, square, settings, and I'll bring the tolerance down and the feathering down, or up I should say, except it's on the top right, so I gotta go to edit track 2, gotta click square, pip layout, full screen, and then it'll be like this. This guy's yeah, that doesn't look very good. Like SHAREfactory, the green screens aren't very good. Like you could use like an editing app on your phone and it would honestly be better than SHAREfactory's green screens. But now I will show you a few other things. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you a few other effects that you can do. So what I'll do here is, see how this guy's ramp rushing me, right? What I can do is I'll split the clip there, and then I'll click L1 to go to the beginning of that clip, and I can click square to edit, pan and zoom, and I can like zoom in on him as much as I want, up to 300%. And if I click on X to add, I can go to overlays, and there's all types of things that you can use. I mean, actually, there's not very much. There's only 7, but if I go to Quake, I can click on that. This was in my part 1, but I'm just gonna show it again because it's a pretty common effect. that a lot of people don't actually know is in SHAREfactory. So if you do that, yeah, you want to go over to camera settings. After you click on it, you can click square to edit, and then go to camera settings, and then you can bring the intensity down or up. It automatically starts at 50, which is way too much, so I normally like to bring it down to like 20 when I'm doing something funny. So see, he's like ramp rushing me, right? What I'll do now is I'll add another sound effect. So I'll go down to my one of my editing packs. I'll use the re-sound effect for now, and I can delete all that, and then if I bring it over to here, I can go to where he's ramp rushing me, and now it'll be like this. This guy's shooting rockets. Whoa! Okay, I didn't delete everything over here. So see how if I play it,
Try me, bitch.
it'll keep the sound effects going, which I don't want right now. I mean, you would never really want that, because then a bunch of sound effects would be in random spots. But yeah, another thing I'm gonna do right here is see how he's getting closer to me. What I'm gonna do is, you can't really use this very often, but this is kind of the perfect situation to use this effect. So if I click X to add and go to overlays, I can go to focus, and then I can make it longer. Normally I just like to click confirm it when it asks me right away, and then I just go to camera duration and do this, because it's a lot easier. But Donald Trump might get in the way of this effect, but as you can see, it like zooms in on him. And yeah, like you could use that for a lot of things. If Donald Trump wasn't here, then it could go till he's close to me, it would be zooming in, and then as soon as he starts to get far away again, it would zoom out like that. I'll kind of show you what that would look like. See, he's getting closer, and then he gets farther, and it zooms out, and it's just kind of a cool effect that you can use. And then next, I'll show you kind of what you can do with a like an intense situation. I showed this in my part 1, but I'm just gonna show it again, because it's pretty common and not a lot of people know about it. So say I was right here, what I'll do now is I'll click X to add, and then you want to add some sort of intense music. This is a pretty good song. I'll put the link in the description of this song. It's not copyrightable, I guess, however you would say that, and it's pretty good for like an intense situation. So I'll bring the volume down, so I'll click square to edit music volume, and I'll bring it down to like, normally like 20, 30 is pretty good, so it'll be like that. And then what I can do is click square to edit again, and I can split it like there. Something else that's good for intense situation is to click X to add, and then go add layouts, and you want to click aspect 240 to 1. There's a lot of other things that you can use, but none of them work very well for anything really. This one's good for montages, so are the blur, but yeah. So I clicked aspect 2.40 to 1, and as you can see, it'll be like that, and that already makes it like pretty satisfying to watch. Like, you're not getting bored of watching this, even though it wasn't even a good fight. And then what I'll do here is, if I add another clip, I can go to one where I died. So I'll do this one because I obviously died right here. Okay, so here I'll start the clip like right here, because you don't want to have any blank noise in your videos, because it's just not, nobody wants to listen to blank noise. What you can do though is have like a lot of like funny sound effects and music, and then out of nowhere just have blank noise when like something like random is happening, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. I'd kind of need an example, but so what I'm gonna do here is, if I click X to add, I could go over to add music, and I have Sneaky Snitch downloaded. This is a pretty normal song that a lot of people use. You'll know when you hear it. Oh, I gotta delete all this. Okay, so if you listen to this, you'll know this song. I'm gonna kidnap him. Obviously, yeah. So that's pretty good music to listen to. So that's pretty good music to use when you're kinda just not really doing anything, I guess. So if I Okay, so I'm gonna show how you can kind of have blank noise out of nowhere and make it actually satisfying. Because if you just have blank noise, like, let me move this over. Oh my god. If you just have blank noise like this, I'm gonna kidnap him. Nope, nobody wants to watch that. But if you have like music, I'm gonna kidnap him. Like that already makes it more satisfying. But when you can have no noise is if I go up here. See how I've already hit him twice, so what I can do is I can go to the end of this song and then go back and then square to edit, split the clip, and then I'll zoom in right here and I'll go to edit music, and there's no music there, and then it'll be like this. I'm gonna kidnap him. Never mind, he's gonna kidnap me. This game. Okay, so you see how there's no noise really besides just the game, but it's kind of nice to watch. Unlike up here, if there was no music, I'm gonna kidnap him, it would be like really boring. But because something random is happening, I guess, then it's better to watch. So now what I can do is I can go right to where I died, and I'll click split clip, and then I'll use the left on D-pad or right on the D-pad. You see how I'm only moving a little bit down there? So I'll go to right where I died, and I'll split the clip there, and then I'll delete this, and then I'll click back, and then I'll click X to add. I'll go to add clip. Okay, I'm gonna go to imported videos, and here I have the explosion. I use this quite a lot. I would use a different one, but I can't use my computer, so I'm gonna trim it to where it's just right there, because I just like to do that. And this explosion is really loud, so you have to bring the audio down to like 25% every time you use it, because listen to this. You have to bring the audio down every time you use it, because like listen to this. Like that literally just ear raped my ears because I'm wearing a headset right now, but yeah. So I'm gonna bring the music, so I'm gonna bring the clip volume down on this. I'm gonna click just when there's no settings on. I'm gonna click square to edit when I'm on that clip, and then I'm gonna go bring it down to 25%. So as you can see there, and now it's gonna be like this. Me. So I messed up a little. You didn't even see me die. So I can just I can click square to edit on this clip, and I'll go to trim clip, and then I'll make it like a little bit longer, so it'll be like this. Me. This. So that was pretty good. So yeah. And then what I'll do here is if I add another clip, I can go to one where I died. So I'll do this one because I obviously died right here. I'll start the clip like right here, because you don't want to have any blank noise in your videos, because it's just not, nobody wants to listen to blank noise. What you can do though is have like a lot of like funny sound effects and music, and then out of nowhere just have blank noise when like something like random is happening, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. I'd kind of need an example. So what I'm gonna do here is if I click X to add, I could go over to add music, and I have Sneaky Snitch downloaded. This is a pretty normal song that a lot of people use. You'll know when you hear it. Oh, I gotta delete all this. So if you listen to this, you'll know this song. I'm gonna kidnap him. Obviously, yeah. So that's pretty good music to use when you're kinda just not really doing anything, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna show how you can kind of have blank noise out of nowhere and make it actually satisfying. If you just have blank noise like this, I'm gonna kidnap him. Nope, nobody wants to watch that. But if you have like music, I'm gonna kidnap him. Like that already makes it more satisfying. But when you can have no noise is if I go up here. See how I've already hit him twice, so what I can do is I can go to the end of this song and then go back and then square to edit, split the clip, and then I'll zoom in right here, and then it'll be like this. I'm gonna kidnap him. Never mind, he's gonna kidnap me! This game. Okay, so you see how there's no noise really besides just the game, but it's kinda nice to watch. Unlike up here, if there was no music, I'm gonna kidnap him, it would be like really boring. So now what I can do is I can go right to where I died, and I'll click split clip, and then I'll use the left on D-pad or right on the D-pad. You see how I'm only moving a little bit down there? So I'll go to right where I died, and I'll split the clip there, click X to add, I'll go to add clip. Yeah, I'm gonna go to imported videos, and here I have the explosion. I use this quite a lot. I would use a different one, but I can't use my computer, so. And this explosion is really loud, so you have to bring the audio down to like 25% every time you use it, because listen to this. That literally just ear raped my ears because I'm wearing a headset right now, but square to edit when I'm on that clip, and then I'm gonna go bring it down to 25%. So as you can see there, and now it's gonna be like this. Me. So I messed up a little. You didn't even see me die. So I can just go to, I can like square to edit on this clip, and I'll go to trim clip, and then I'll make it like a little bit longer, so it'll be like this. Me. This. So that was pretty good. So yeah, if you want more SHAREfactory tutorials, let me know in the comments. I already have a few in mind, but I'm just not sure if I'm gonna do them yet. So yeah, that's about it, and peace, I guess.